Hello and welcome, Knights fans, to Senior Night. We're going to have a little ceremony here. You can see the skaters and goalies are all lined up here. Both the varsity and JV are to honor our 4 seniors. They'll all line up here for them to skate through. As the seniors come out, they'll be greeted, I believe, by their parents, and a photo will be taken. 4 seniors are James Anderson, Aiden Hogan, Alex Hernandez, and Jack Johnson. So here we go. First out is going to be our senior managers. Delaney Barthel, Cece Lewis, Olivia Sutliff, and Anna Volkanot. Our student managers, all 4 seniors. They'll get a picture taken out there. And a big round of applause for our senior managers. Speaking of seniors too, well, we'll do that at the end here. First up is Aiden Hogan. Aiden Hogan making it out onto the ice. And making it over to the goal so he can have a photo taken. Aiden Hogan, after he has his photo taken, he plans on going either to college or on to play juniors, it said. Next out on the ice will be James Anderson. James making his way over to have his photo taken. Plans on going on to college, they said. Hasn't decided where yet. James Anderson over to the bench area, greet his mom, hand her some flowers. Next out is Captain Jack Johnson. Jack's not sure what he wants to do next year, they tell us. Captain Jack Johnson. And our last skater is Captain Alex Hernandez. Makes his way to get his photo taken there. Alex made a great choice in colleges. He's going to the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. I'm not biased because I went there myself. He plans on playing soccer there and possibly hockey, they just said. So that's our 4 seniors skaters and our 4 senior student managers. Now we'll have a photo taken of them. Getting together there as they get a picture taken with their parents. Lizzie, make sure you get a picture taken of Dylan with his parents, please. Dylan can't hear me.
We want a picture of you with your parents.
Dylan shakes his head at us here.
A photo of you.
We'd like to make sure we recognize our senior on the broadcast, Dylan Kiner. He's served as our executive producer. He's worked pretty much every sport at St. Michael Albertville. Dylan plans to go on to college to do this very thing, studying that in college and possibly, from what he stated, St. Cloud State University to go into their broadcast program. So that concludes our senior recognition. We'll come back in just a bit to bring you our game.
Test, test, test. Test, test, test.
Hello and welcome, Knights fans, to beautiful St. Michael Albertville Arena for tonight's game between the Knights of St. Michael Albertville and the Bison of Buffalo. It is senior night tonight for this rivalry game, last home game of the season for the Knights. Tonight's game will feature the Squirt A team, including or representing the Squirt A team will be Beckett Huberty, Kanan Worth, Noah Lavoie. And the Mites team tonight will be the Johnnies, skating out onto the ice to get the crowd riled up. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Bellbank Mortgage, McKell Konotek, Hattrick Hockey, Luther Brookdale Chevrolet, Marksman Metals, What's the Scoop, Accord Orthodontics, Albertville Family Dental, Dale's Automotive, Dunn Brothers, Edward Jones, Rally Gear, the Red Black League, State Farm, Derek Brandt, TLG Group, Willie McCoy's, Coburn's, Ace of Albertville, BJ's, J. Becker and Associates, Lazar Graphics, Jimmy John's, B&D Plumbing, Emma's Express, iWest, KJ Branding, the Outdoor Design Group, and Rockwoods of Otsego. Appreciate all of you watching tonight's game, and here come the Johnnies, my team, making their way over to the bench. See if any of them turn and try to rile up the crowd at all. There come the Johnnies. There we go. And there the lights go out. Now we will have our junior captains, which are from the Squirt A team, Beckett Huberty, Kanan Worth, and Noah Lavoie, as they make their way around the ice. This game is being played under the authority of the Minnesota State High School League. Good sportsmanship is the responsibility of players, coaches, and fans. Camera tonight will be Lizzie Story. Our executive producer is Dylan Kiner, our senior. He's been doing broadcasts for years for all different sports for the Knights. We wish him the best as he moves forward after he completes his senior year to study broadcasting in college. Head coach of the Knights is Sean Fish. Assistant coaches Buzz Trigaseth, Brett Hammond, Kyle Hayden, Val Propowski, David Lynn. Managers of the Knights, Delaney Barthel, Cece Lewis, Olivia Sutliff, Anna Vokadan. Superintendent for the Knights is Dr. Anne-Marie Falco. Principal of STMA High School is John Reeves. Our activities director, is Keith Cornell. We'll come back to that in a moment. Now we'll have the introductions of both teams. First, so Logan Pregasus, Luke Berard, Corey Meyer, Russell Yelto, Sawyer Sordy, and Harvey Yelto starting for them. And starting for the Knights, first we're introducing the Mike Johnnies here out there on the ice with the Knights. Beckett Huberty, Kanan Worth, and Noah Lavoie skating out to center ice, and here's the starter for the Knights. Starting in goal, junior Lucas Ingebretson. One side on the defense will be Caden Clark. Sophomore Caden Clark. Beside him will be senior captain Jack Johnson. Left wing will be James Anderson. Opposite of him, the right side will be senior captain Alex Hernandez. Centering that line will be senior number 26, Aiden Hogan. And now we'll have our national anthem. All right, there we go. We got our national anthem. Get the mites and the squirts off the ice. 17 minutes on the clock. So the Bison will be starting a sophomore goalie tonight, Logan Pregasith. Listed on the junior varsity roster here. So here we go, Hogan stepping in. Take the face-off, puck drops. Goes into the Knights' offensive zone, chased down by Bernard. Bernard sends it down the ice for an arson call. And we'll bring it back and drop it in the Knights' offensive zone. Far side dot. Hogan stepping in there to take the face-off. Him and Yaledo. Puck makes it over to far side boards. Down the boards goes to the corner with Clark. Centers up, shot. Knocked wide. Anderson with it. Near side boards. Backhands it down behind the net to Hernandez. Hernandez up to the blue line. Sent from there by Clark. Knocked away. And up and over the glass. So we'll drop the puck in the Knights' offensive zone again, but not before we have a change of skaters for both teams. And here comes the sophomore line. Monahan stepping in, puck drops. Down to the corner it goes. Bison with it. Sent it off one of their own players. Monahan turned, spun, shot it. It went wide behind the net. Far side corner, Bison with it. Into neutral ice, turned over. Tower sends it forward. Waller down to the corner. Bison get it and throw it to neutral ice. Comes back to Waller, sends it across to Monahan. Monahan dumping it in. Right on goal. Knocked away there. Shot there hitting the side of the net there by Vokanot. Puck makes it far side boards. And into neutral ice. Buffalo have to hold on to it because they had a skater way off sides there. Into neutral ice they come. And ricochets off of a few different players. Does that puck. Grabbed behind the net. McClellan. Down the ice he sends it. And it looks like
Penalty
we're going to
on
have a
us.
penalty on the Knights here. As Logan makes his way to the bench there for the Bison. They get the extra skater on the ice here. And touched there by McClellan and a whistle. So the Knights will go into the penalty box here. Looks like it's going to be Bechtold here, Tyler Bechtold, going into the box. Kept in at the blue line by the Bison. Interference was the call there. Shot knocked away by Engebretson. Another shot, that one went off of Antoine, and the Knights send it down the ice. Captain Johnson dumping it down the ice. Logan steps out for the Bison, stops that puck. Forward they come through neutral ice. Into the Knights' defensive zone, far side. In the corner. Marching towards the net, and that one went off of Antoine, and Jack Johnson sends it down the ice. Back through neutral ice they come. 1:02 left on that penalty for the Knights. Sent over to the far side boards. Tower gets it there and dumps it down the ice. And Esterberg licking his chops as he goes down there. Last time the two teams played, Esterberg had 6 goals. The Bison into the Knights' defensive zone and called for offsides. 39 seconds left on that penalty for the Knights. Drop the puck in neutral ice there. Esterberg taking the faceoff. He wins that faceoff, and through neutral ice he goes. Tries to get through a player there into the offensive zone, and he has it taken away. The Bison have it there. Berard with it. Bringing it forward. Passing it across. Dahlbach, near side boards, has it, loses it, and Tower sends it down to Esterberg. Esterberg in the offensive zone. Esterberg shot wide. 11 seconds left on the penalty for the Knights. Bison coming forward. They dump it into the Knights. Defensive zone. Behind the net it
Penalty
goes.
ending.
Off the far side boards, and back at full strength are the Knights. Puck sitting along the far side boards, back up to the blue line, far side, and we have a whistle. And there it is, that wonderful goal down there that has a hard time actually staying in place. Hogan taking the face-off, puck drops. Buffalo with it, retreating. Now forward they come, dumping it in, far side corner, Knights defensive zone. McClellan gets there with a stick. Knocked away by the Bison. Far side boards, back and forth it goes. Johnson and Hogan both fighting for it, respectively, for both teams. Hernandez comes out with it. Sends it across the ice, into neutral ice. Antoine with it there, dumping it in. Behind the net it goes. Logan stops it there for the Bison. Jack Johnson grabbing it, taking it down to the corner. Behind the net goes Johnson. Tries to put it on goal. Ricochets off. The Bison come out with it. Makes it to the Knights. Back up to the blue line. Captain Johnson there. Sent it forward. Ricochets off of a skate of one of the Bison. Makes it down to the corner. Now around the net to the near side corner. And cleared out and up into the Knights bench. And we will drop it at neutral ice near side, just outside the Knights' offensive zone.
He got sent in there like a bullet.
11:43 left, period one. Actually, far side, outside. They pointed to the one, dropped it at the other. Tower with it across to Waller. Waller takes the shot and save. I'm just going to call him Logan because I think I heard the in-stadium announcer pronounce his name 3 different ways, so we'll just go with Logan, his first name. Waller takes the face-off for the Knights. Puck drops. Clark there, near side boards, down behind the net to Vokanot. Vokanot over to Waller, centering it up, gets past everybody. Bison grab it into neutral ice. They come dumping into the Knights defensive zone. Ricochets off the back wall, and Lucas Engebretson covers and stops the clock. 11:19 left, period one. Drop the puck in the Knights defensive zone, near side dot. Monahan stepping in. Puck drops. Flipped up in the air by Waller. Clark was there. Had it, lost it, got it back. Got it to Waller, who took a shot there as he sent it up to Vokanot. Vokanot into the offensive zone. Sent behind their own net. To the far side boards. Buffalo with it there, and they rainbow it up and into the scorer's area. 11 minutes precisely left in period one. Drop the puck in the Knights offensive zone, far side dot. Each team with 1 shot on goal so far, and here comes Esterberg stepping in. Puck drops. Esterberg got it off to Bechtold, handed it off to Johnson, took the shot, went wide. Esterberg gets it back up to Johnson at the blue line. Down to Esterberg in the near side corner, backhands it in on the centering pass. And the Bison clear it out into the Knights defensive zone they come. Trying to center it in, and Bechtold jumps right in there to keep the pressure on. Along the near side boards is that puck. Hunter Hansen with it. Over to Bechtold, forward to Esterberg. Esterberg loses the handle, but gets it back. Has it stripped away and dumped into the Knights. Yeah, you can see they were off sides here, the Bison, but Knights just clear it out. And the Bison get it back. Trying to dump it in. It ricocheted off of Hogan, but there they dump it in. Engebretson grabs it. Over to Jack Johnson. Down the far side boards and down the ice it goes. Stopped there, but passed right to Hogan by a Bison. Turns, spins, takes a shot. Goes off of one of the Bison. And kept in at the blue line by Clark. Over to Esterberg. Esterberg passing forward to Hogan. Hogan with a backhanded shot wide. Near side corner. Thrown into neutral ice, and down the ice it goes. Chased down there by Clark, but not before we have an icing call. Once again, we'd like to thank Lizzie Story, who's running our camera here this evening. Our executive producer, Dylan Kiner. Dylan will be going to college to study. He's our senior from our broadcast crew. Broadcasting, Aiden Hogan steps in, take the face-off shot there by Hernandez. Hits the bar, bounces off, near side boards. Kept in by Clark at the blue line. Joined there by Anderson. Flip it forward, it goes right to one of the Bison, takes it behind his own net. Vertically up he comes. Tries to take a long pass, bounced off of Hernandez and loses the handle. Hernandez gets it back, passes over to Hogan, shot saved by Logan there for the Bison. Back out to McClellan, who sends it. Shot goes wide. Clark sends it down behind the net, making its way over to the far side corner, and tried to clear it out, but Anderson stops it. Hogan across the ice to Clark at the blue line, near side, down to the corner, back up to Clark at the blue line, making his way to point, sends it. Puck bounces off, but we have a whistle. Oh, and one of the Bison over there to greet Hernandez. And sending one of the referee sending one of the Bison to the box. And we have a boos and cheers depending on who, but looks like it's Coy Meyer, senior defenseman, going to the penalty box as he's arguing with the referee, and the referee just kind of moving him in there and shutting the door. So the Knights will go on the power play here. 8:33 left, period 1. Oh, and the infamous Bad Boys song going on that you hear in every single rink whenever somebody goes onto a penalty. So the Knights will have Vokenot, Esterberg, Waller, Clark, and Monahan on for the power play to start the power play here. And you see the referees over talking to one of the coaches for the Bison, and they back away. Now back out onto the ice. And now another player, skater, actually joining into the penalty box. We'll see one of the coaches going over talking to his skater, talking to Coy Meyer in the penalty box. So we'll see what they call here. Must have been something interesting said. We got a 2, and we'll see what the other part is. Puck drops. Cleared out to neutral ice by the Bison, picked up there by Clark. Clark, vertical pass up. And here's the call. Well, I could hear there was a minor penalty and a major, both on Coy Meyer, but I couldn't hear the time for the major, so I guess we'll just see here. Esterberg up the ice, through neutral ice, into the offensive zone. Far side boards, passing back to Clark, over to Monahan. Monahan near side boards, cross to the far side to Clark, back up to point to Monahan. Forward he comes, sends it forward to Clark. Centers it up, back out to Monahan at point. Near side, Vokenot. Vokenot takes a shot. It ricochets off of Logan, but he is able to corral it back in and cover. 7:35 left in the period. 1:02 left on the power play for the Knights. Hogan stepping in to take the faceoff. Puck drops. Hernandez back up to Anderson across the ice, and the Knights will have to reset here. Anderson with it through neutral ice, near side, bouncing it off the far side boards. Antoine taking it behind the net. Antoine was chased down by one of the Bison skaters, and we have a whole mess of people down in the near side corner. And picked out by the Bison, and down the ice they send it. 29 seconds left on the power play for the Knights. Anderson grabbing it behind his own net after he gets it from Ingebrigtsen, hands it off to Antoine. And he tried getting it back to Hernandez, and one of the Bison players just stepped in, took it away. Puts it right on net there for Ingebrigtsen.
Penalties ending here.
So 1 second, and the Bison are back at full strength. Shot on, stopped there by Logan. 6:30 left in the period. Not sure how much longer they did call a major, so we know it's going to be at least a 5-minute major. Couldn't hear with all the noise there. Waller stepping in to take the face off. Puck drops. Cleared out by the Bison. Quickly down the ice they come. Knocked away by Tower. Far side boards. Grabbed there by Vokanot. Vokanot off the near side boards to Waller. Waller through neutral ice. Waller into the offensive zone. Hands it off to Vokanot. Vokanot making his way towards the net. Got it to Monahan and has it stripped away and dumped down the ice here by the Bison. Sawyer Sadi was trying to run that down for the Bison, but we will have an icing. Couldn't quite get there in time. And we'll drop it in the Knights' offensive zone, far side dot. Tyler Bechtold stepping in to take the faceoff. Puck drops. Hunter Hansen got it back to Bechtold. Bechtold went to take the shot. It went off of a Bison stick and clear it out, but stopped there by Fauché, who dumps it back in. Sent it right to Logan, who caught it out of the air and dropped it. And there tried to clear it out, but Esterberg able to intercept it. And Esterberg intercepts it again as he threw it back in. Esterberg near side, handing off to Johnson. Across the ice, they send it. McClellan sent it there. It bounced off of a Bison and kept in at the blue line again by Johnson. Down the corner, around the horn. Bechtold there. Bechtold getting it to Hansen. Back out to McClellan. McClellan a move around to one skater and then a wide shot. Another shot by Captain Jack Johnson. That went wide out to the blue line. Kept in by McClellan down the boards. Hansen raises his stick and lets it go around the horn. Near side boards. Cleared out by the Bison and knocked away by McClellan. McClellan forward, handing off to Esterberg. Esterberg into the offensive zone. Esterberg towards the net. Esterberg put it on goal, knocked away by the goalie, Logan. McClellan with a shot, far side blue line, and save. Number 30, Logan. I suppose I could just say Pregchess. That's one of the pronunciations. I've heard all sorts of them, actually. I think the announcers kind of just said, really loud. Puck drops. Hogan on the faceoff. Far side corner. Vertical pass up. Hernandez got a stick on it. Neutral ice back and forth it goes, and Hogan gets it back. Brings it in the offensive zone. Gets it to Anderson. Anderson passing it across there. Just missed Hernandez and cleared out by the Bison. Through neutral ice into the Knights' defensive zone. Knocked away by Hogan. And McClellan sends it to the corner. Bison get it back. Had it behind the net. Centered up. Near side from the blue line. Sent from there. Bounces off of Inge Bretson's head. And it hits a stick as it was cleared out for the Bison. Anderson chasing it down to keep the pressure on. One of the Bison goes flying into the boards there. And then Anderson got nailed from behind. And he's grabbing at his mouth as he went just flying face first into the boards. Referees both talking, and we'll see what's going on here, who they're sending in. So watching the replay here, one of the guys lost the edge of his skate, and then Anderson was there, and he actually took a shot to the head, it looks like, on the replay. Not sure that they actually saw that. Referees out there talking. Yeah, he definitely shot to the head. Not sure if that's the call, but we'll see what they actually do call. So it'll be Cooper Murphy, number 7, going into the penalty box for the Bison. All right, so we'll see what the call is here. Murphy just standing outside the penalty box there, waiting for someone to open it. So 2 minutes on the clock here for that penalty. So they're calling it cross-check, 2 minutes. Clark sends it. Shot goes wide, near side boards. Clark hustling over there. Esterberg back to Waller. Waller heading off to Monahan. Monahan forward. Waller got a stick on it there, but sends it along the near side boards. Puck makes it to Monahan. Monahan dumps it forward to Clark. Clark into the offensive zone of the Knights. Near side. Behind the net he goes. Far side corner. Back up to the blue line. Monahan there. Down to the corner. Waller turns, spins, and takes a shot. And quick save there by number 30, goalie Logan Precious. Apologize to Logan and his family. Puck drops. Anderson there, far side, blue line to point. Johnson throwing it down, far side corner. Back up along the boards. Bison grab it. Into neutral ice they come. Short-handed into the Knights' defensive zone, stripped away by Anderson. He throws it forward and gets it out in front of Hernandez. And the Bison just turn, spin, and they dump it down the ice. Racing down for it. Skaters from both teams. Captain Johnson grabs it there. Up the ice he sends it. Hernandez into the offensive zone. Far side boards towards the net. Shot and goal! Was able to skirt it right past the goalie there, who's been playing phenomenal up to this point. Hernandez is first on the board. The captain, Alex Hernandez, on senior night. Salute to all the seniors. And Alex Hernandez gives the Knights a 1-0 lead. 2:25 left, period one. All right, so the puck drops. Fauché to Tower. And assist on that from Anderson. Puck makes it through neutral ice down to the Knights' defensive zone. Ingebretson steps back, stops it. Tower grabs it there. Tower gave it to Bechtold. Bechtold far side corner. Bechtold up to Esterberg. Esterberg slices at it and gets it into neutral ice. And it gets away from a Bison skater. Hansen given some pressure and shot there by Esterberg. And off the ricochet, he almost had another chance at that there. Tower sends it forward from the blue line. Esterberg back up to the blue line. He sent it. Sent on by Fauché. And the puck makes it out to neutral ice. Back and forth, and now Waller in the offensive zone. Waller back pass to Esterberg. Pass over to Waller, shot on from just right on there, and Logan knocks it away over to the far side boards. Waller gets the puck back, gets it to Esterberg, and Esterberg with the easy goal. Tanner Esterberg says, "You want it? I got it." And like Amazon, he'll deliver in a short period of time. Tanner Esterberg puts the Knights up 2-0. 1:08 left, period one. Monahan stepping in to take the face-off here. Puck drops. In neutral ice and dumped into the Knights' offense zone. An assist on that goal by Braden Waller. So Waller to Esterberg. Centered in. Knocked away by the Bison. Stopped by Vokenot. Puck just sitting out there, and Monahan able to grab it, centers it over, intercepted by the Bison, and once again, Antoine got it, and now the Bison clear it out. Down the ice they come. Nice defensive zone. Go to take the shot, and Johnson jumps in the way. Far side corner is the puck. McClellan there. 18 seconds left. McClellan sends it up the far side boards to Volkadot. Volkadot into neutral ice. Volkadot forward. Volkadot into the offensive zone. Volkadot near side, centers it over, takes the shot, knocked away by Logan. Over to Johnson, another shot knocked away by Logan, and that is the horn. That will end the first period of play as both teams exchange pleasantries down there behind the net. And both teams just making it to their respective locker rooms. It's a rivalry game here. So we'll end the first period of play with the Knights up 2-0. Over the Bison, shots on goal are your Knights of St. Michael Albertville 10. And the Buffalo Bison 4 shots on goal. Score 2-0 so far. I'd like to thank our live stream sponsors before we take a break here. And they include Bell Bank Mortgage, Mikkel Knotek, Hattrick Hockey, Luther Brookdale Chevrolet, Marksman Metals, What's the Scoop? Our gold sponsors include Accord Orthodontics, Albertville Family Dental, Dale's Automotive, Dunn Brothers, Edward Jones, Rally Gear, the Red Black League, State Farm, Derek Brandt, the TLG Group, Willie McCoy's, Coburn's. Silver sponsors include Ace of Albertville, BJ's, Jay Becker and Associates, Lazar Graphics, and Jimmy John's. Our bronze sponsors are B&D Plumbing, Emma's Express, iWest, KJ Branding, the Outdoor Design Group, and Rockwoods of Otsego. Back to what we were trying to do before. I want to make sure that we thank our superintendent, Dr. Anne-Marie Folkholt. Principal of STMA High School is John Reeves. Our activities director is Keith Cornell, our athletic trainer, Karen Scully. We also want to make sure that we thank all of our people who work in administration, all of our people who work in all of the offices, all of our vice principals, principals at all the other schools, our secretaries, our people who work in food service, our IT people, our janitorial custodial engineers, I guess, would that be the term?
IT.
Our IT people, yes. Our people who work in special education and transportation, our paraprofessionals, and obviously, most importantly, our teachers mentoring the youth of tomorrow. We thank each and every person who works for the school district at every building, at every level, for the difference you make in the life of a Knight. I'm Jeff Story, voice of the Knights. For Dylan Kiner, our executive producer, and Lizzie Story, who's running our camera tonight, we thank you for watching exclusive coverage of Knights hockey on the St. Michael Albertville Global Hockey Network on YouTube. Come back in 11 and a half minutes to catch the second period of play. All right, so under a minute here, we're waiting for both teams to make it back out onto the ice here. Welcome back to senior night. The Knights coming back out onto the ice. Seniors for the Knights are James Anderson, Aiden Hogan, Alex Hernandez, and Jack Johnson. James Anderson stated that he was going to go to college somewhere, undecided at the moment. Aiden Hogan, either college or juniors to start. Alex Hernandez is going to the University of Wisconsin, River Falls, a fine institution, if I might say so myself. And Jack Johnson said he had no idea what he was going to do, but he was going to do something. I'm sure all of them will find something very successful to do. 17 minutes back on the clock here. Our other seniors also include our managers Delaney Barthel, Cece Lewis, Olivia Sutliff, and Anna Vokedon. And we have our own senior here too on the broadcast team, our producer Dylan Kiner. So it looks like we have skaters going back to greet Lucas Ingebretson.
How long is that major going to last? He's still in there.
Not sure on the length of that major, if it was a 5 minute or 10, but it kind of came near the end of the period there, so I'm guessing it's a 5 is going to be my guess. So we'll see what that is, and puck drops. We have actually 2 skaters in the box there. And then we had 1 major at the very end there too. Near side corner, Knights offensive zone sent around to the far side boards up to the blue line, pass across. McClellan ricocheting it off the back wall. Makes it back up to Johnson, dumps it down near side corner, back up to the blue line near side, and McClellan will retreat. We'll send it off the boards. Hernandez grabbing it back into the offensive zone. Hogan dumps it off the wall, and the Bison have it behind their own net. Near side along the boards, into neutral ice, into the Knights defensive zone. Jack Johnson gets a stick on it. Makes its way to Waller. Braden Waller with a shot and goal! Braden Waller sent that thing so hard that when the goalie Logan put his arm up to stop it, it just literally ricocheted off his arm and rolled right over and into the net. Braden Waller, you got it, I want it, you get it. 16:01, period 2. Braden Waller puts the Knights up 3-0. And anytime he scores, you got to say, my, oh my, sure is pretty. Puck drops. In the Knights offensive zone, controlled there by the Bison. Into neutral ice. Into the Knights defensive zone come the Bison. Went to take the shot, it bounced off of one of the Knights skaters there. Over to the near side shot, and that thing went all the way up Ingebretson's body, even up the side of his helmet, and then up into the netting. 15:41 left, period 2. Drop the puck in the Knights defensive zone, near side dot from our vantage point. Puck drops. Monahan taking the faceoff. Shot on, knocked away by Ingebretson. Fauché gets it to Vokenot. Near side boards. Vokenot to Monahan. And Fauché down the ice. He sends it. Oh, they wave off icing. Bison grab it there. They send it forward into neutral ice. Across the ice it goes. Tower backhands it up to Waller. Waller takes a check, but Tower comes flying through with the puck into the offensive zone. It makes its way back to Vokodot. Vokodot loses the edge of his skate, falls down. Bison get it. Into neutral ice they come. Into the Knights' defensive zone. Near side boards. Down to the corner. Fauché tracks it down behind his own net. Vertical up the far side boards. Into neutral ice. Fauché with it. Fauché into the offensive zone. Fauché takes a shot. It goes off of the leg. Berard, another shot knocked away there by Logan. Near side boards and out to neutral ice. McClellan dumping it back in. Knights reset and back in they chase. Grabbed by Bechtold. Sends it down behind the net. Makes it over to the far side boards. Captain Jack Johnson there to stop it. Comes back to Bechtold. Further up the boards. Centers it in. Hansen had it for a moment. Got it over to Esterberg, who gets it back. Makes it over to the far side boards. Esterberg takes a check. Hansen joins him and delivers a check, and it goes up and into the air. And we're going to get a hand pass called. And I believe that's going to be called on the Knights. It indeed is, because we're going to march it on back into the Knights' defensive zone to drop that puck. 14 minutes left, period 2. Hogan stepping in to take the face-off here for the Knights. Yolito for the Bison. Near side boards is that puck, and Hernandez rainbows it down across the ice. Kept in by Hogan. Back and forth it goes. Little hot potato. Makes it to Hernandez. Takes a check. Puck makes it out to Clark. Crowd cheering as Hernandez absorbed a check and the other skater went flying. Into the Knights' defensive zone. Quickly come the Bison, knocked away by Engebretson. Anderson gets it, sends it across ice. It goes off Hernandez's skate and dumped back in by the Bison. Engebretson stops, grabs it behind the net. Johnson sends it to Clark, who dumps it down the ice for an ice-in call. And a change of skaters for both teams. Fresh 5 coming out in the light and the dark. 13:03 left, period 2. Monahan stepping in. He'll take the face-off. Puck drops. Down to the corner it goes. Bison send it right over to McClellan. McClellan, oh, and somebody took it right off the head. McClellan was sending it down the ice, and it came up into the crowd, and one of the spectators in the crowd took a shot right off of the head. We hope that that young man is okay. And staff is going to get him up and out and to get him checked out, which they should, just to make sure that young man's okay. That puck came awful fast and hard. All right, puck drops. Wish that young fan from Buffalo nothing but the best, and hopefully no injury there. Near side boards. Knights defensive zone down to the corner. Back up the board, shot redirected and goes to the far side corner. Tried to center it in there, and it was knocked away. Back and forth it goes, and Waller again just sending it forward. Vokodot with a block. Waller behind everybody. Waller takes a shot. Logan with a great stop there for the Bison. It looked like Waller had him dead to right. Logan just stood forward, was very agile to move over there. As the Bison have the puck, into neutral ice they come. Across the center line, into the Knights' defensive zone, far side. In the corner, centered up behind the net and broken up by Hunter Hansen. Sent back down the ice. Bison grab it. Send a pass up. Intercepted by Captain Jack Johnson. He sent it forward, and back and forth it goes. Bison into the Knights' defensive zone. Bison take the shot that goes wide. Puck makes it behind the net, far side boards. Captain Johnson sends it forward for Esterberg. Gets a little too far out in front of him. Esterberg delivering a check, and a couple of guys taking a hit there. Off the near side boards into neutral ice, right to Fauché. Fauché backhands it. And the puck makes it to Hunter Hansen. Hunter Hansen off the backboard. Sent down into neutral ice. Forward is sent by Hogan. Bison grab it. Comes right to Captain Johnson. He dumps it in. Knights have to reset. They do, and now they're able to chase after. Stripped away by Anderson. Hogan grabbing the puck. Hogan tried hitting Esterberg, but Johnson there. Hard shot. Bounces off the leg pads of Logan, and Esterberg sending it back up. It comes out to neutral ice. Esterberg took a shot there. Dumped back in, and wow. Hit one leg pad and went underneath the other one, and then he just sat down on it. Esterberg definitely a little stunned there by that check that he received as he makes it over to the bench. 10:18 left, period 2. Knights up 3-0. Drop the puck at the Knights. Offensive zone here. Hernandez taking the face-off. Puck drops. Behind the net, Antoine with it. Takes the shot, it bounces off of the leg pads there. We're gonna have a slashing call, not sure who on, but we have a call here. We'll see who. Looks like it's gonna be a skater for Buffalo. Looks like it's Braylon Dahl, number 6 for Buffalo. Called for that slash here. 10-10 left, period 2. Knights go on the power play. Puck drops. Hogan takes the face-off. Anderson cross ice to Johnson. Back to Anderson. Down the boards to Antoine. To point to Anderson. Near side, Johnson. Anderson over to Antoine. Swing and a miss by Antoine when it was centered in and dumped down the ice by the Bison. Puck sitting down there short-handed, and both teams fighting for it. Captain Johnson gets to Anderson. Anderson dumping it forward. Touched by Hernandez into the offensive zone. Makes it behind the net. Near side boards. To Monahan at the blue line. Down the ice. It comes. Hogan centering it in. Nobody there. Monahan hustling over, and he sends it forward. Back into the Knights offensive zone. Behind the net, the puck goes. Esterberg sending it up the far side, intercepted by the Bison. They dump it into neutral ice. 46 seconds left on the power play. Sent forward to Vokanot. Here comes the Roadrunner. Dumps it around the horn. Near side corner. Back out to the blue line. Clark across. Far side corner. Back up to the blue line to Monahan. To Clark near side. To Point. Marching down towards that net. Monahan with it. Sent one towards the net there. It was intercepted and then dumped down the ice. 16 seconds left on the power play. Clark with it behind his own net. Hands it off. 8 seconds. Monahan coming up the ice. Easton.
3, 2, 1.
And the Bison are back at full strength here. Bison bring it through neutral ice. Waller strips it away, and we have a slashing call. I believe it's on Esterberg. Crowd not real happy with that, but I don't think the crowd would be happy with any call against the Knights. Hope that young man that got hit by that puck there, that Buffalo fan, is okay. Didn't kind of lost track of that. We drop it in the puck. Puck in the Knights' defensive zone there. Far side corner, Bison with it. Far side boards. Down to the corner. Towards the net they come. Turn and shoot. It goes off of McClellan. That shot is high and wide. McClellan jumps right back up. Centered in, and McClellan gets a stick on it. It rainbows up to the near side boards and sent down the ice by Levi Antoine. Sends it right on net. Logan stops it there for the Bison and hands it off. Forward the Bison come. Far side boards into neutral ice. Across the center line. Into the Knights' defensive zone. Back up to the blue line. Moving towards point. Sent forward. Turn spins with a pass. And what a stop by Ingebretson. Passed into the center again. Shot. That one goes off of Clark at point. Over to the far side boards. Pass across to the near side. Shot there. Hits the pipe. It's kind of a double doink there, but didn't go in. Another shot. That one goes off of Antoine. And the Bison send it out. And to neutral ice, they'll reset. 42 seconds left on the penalty for the Knights. Near side boards. Bison with it. Knights defensive zone to the point. Far side shot. Hit Clark. Hit Ingebretson. Made it over to the near side. Centering in. Pass across. Tried to catch the back door. You could hear it hit the goalie's pads there. And Anderson flips it out and it makes it out to neutral ice. 17 seconds left on the penalty. Bison with it. Cross ice pass. Far side boards. 6 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
And the Knights are back at full strength here. It's sent there and redirected. And Ingebretson gets a glove on it to stop. Stop the puck. 5:58 left. Period 2. Knights 3, Bison 0. Shots on goal have come way back here, Dylan. They can't see you on camera or really hear you, but I got to have somebody to talk to, so it's going to be you since you're listening. Puck drops. Off of Hernandez, and then a shot knocked away by Ingebretson. Chile forward to Hernandez. Hernandez kicks it off his skate into the offensive zone. Centered up shot, and nice save there by Logan. Oh, and then Hernandez just gets tackled from, Hogan gets tackled from behind. And Fauché jumps in and throws a stick there too. I think that there's going to be probably a skater for both teams going into the box. So we'll have number 37, Blake Beckman, a senior forward for the Bison, and we will also have Dylan Fauché, a sophomore defenseman for the Knights. So one from each team going into the box. Knights would have had a power play, but Fauché came back and decided he wanted to throw a stick too, so much for the power play. 5:42 left, period 2. Puck drops. Hogan wins the faceoff, dumps it backwards. And Ingebretson grabs it, and we have a whistle. And we're going to get a hand pass call on Buffalo. And we're going to drop it in the Knights' offensive zone. And one of the referees heading over to talk to the Buffalo bench. And there we go. As he's still over there talking, the other guy's like, let's go, we got a game to play. They dropped that puck. All right. Bison with it into neutral ice. Across the center line, dumping it forward. Near side, it goes around the horn. Behind the net. Jack Johnson to Hernandez to Hogan. Hogan forward to Anderson. Anderson into the offensive zone near side. Anderson tried to center it over to Hernandez, and the Bison get it, and quickly down the ice they come. They got a 2-on-1. take a shot, and Engebretson knocked it away. They had a clear goal there and just missed it. And we have a penalty call too at the same time. On the Bison and on the Knights, it appears. Nope, actually just the Knights. He was dragging one guy away, but I think he was just pulling him out of away from everything to diffuse the situation. So it looks like it's Captain Jack Johnson joining into the penalty box. And the Knights will be down a skater here, so it'll be 5-on-4. Puck drops. Two minutes for holding, they called on Captain Jack Johnson. At neutral ice, backing up are the Bison, as they are on a power play now. 1:41 and counting. Bison coming into the Knights defensive zone, near side, swing and a miss actually there. Antoine able to get it and dump it down the ice. Logan stops it there for the Bison. And vertically up they come. Into neutral ice, pass to the near side. And again, just dumped back down, taken away from Meyer and just sent down. Esterberg shorthanded, gets it there. Esterberg heading towards the center, gets it to Anderson. Anderson shot at goal! On senior night, James Anderson says, I ain't that old, I'm gonna put it in. James Anderson with the goal. Short-handed, albeit. James Anderson stood firm like a rock. Grabbed that puck, pulled it back, and went top shelf. Put the Knights up 4-0. Still 1:06 left on that penalty for the Knights. 4:07 left in the period. Puck drops. Clark sending it down the ice. Behind the net, Bison with it. Coming up the near side. So Esterberg with the assist there. Knights pick it off, and it comes back to Esterberg. Clark got it to Esterberg. Esterberg into the offensive zone. Again, shorthanded. Has it knocked away there. But Esterberg gets it back and loses it again. And through neutral ice, Clark gets it back and dumps it forward. 25 seconds left on that penalty for the Knights. Here come the Bison forward into neutral ice. Across the center line, into the Knights defensive zone, far side. Down to the corner, behind the net, they send it.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left and counting on the penalty.
3, 2, 1.
And that one sent by the Bison up into the crowd. I guess they figured if the Knights send one into the crowd, they had to too. Luckily, that one was caught by somebody and tossed right back in. And speaking of that, I sure hope that gentleman on the other end that got hit by that puck is okay. We wish him the best. Looks like they were checking him out, and that I didn't see what happened after, but we're gonna drop the puck in the Knights. Offensive zone, far side dot. Waller taking the face off. Puck drops. Moving around there. Waller trying to get to it. Bison clear it out. Across the center line, into the Knights. Defensive zone, Engebretson stops it there. Clark up the near side boards with that puck to Vokanak, back to Clark. Forward to Monahan, handoff to Waller. Waller ricochets it off the back wall. Waller centered it in there, broken up by the Bison. Into neutral ice they come, and they dump it forward. Round the horn, near side to far side corner. Clark with a quick turnover there as it was sent over in a pass in. Puck makes it behind the net. Far side boards, back up to the blue line. Down around behind the net. McClellan takes a shot, but he's able to knock it over to Clark. Forward to Waller. Waller backhanding it to neutral ice. Vokanak gets a stick on it, and Waller comes across and delivers a blow, but the puck makes it down into the Knights defensive zone. It centers up there. And Monahan with some great hustle there. Gets a stick on it with McClellan standing tall. Far side there. Shot. Ricochets off of Ingebretson. Jumps back up. Pass across. Long time in the Knights defensive zone. Shot again. That one off McClellan. And Monahan gets it and dumps it down right on goal, actually. Logan stops it. Sends it around the horn up the near side. Knights able to get a change of a few skaters. Captain Jack Johnson sending it forward. Back and forth it goes. Makes it to Bechtold. Bechtold swinging a miss. Bechtold backhands it forward. Hunter Hansen dumps it in. Bison quickly clear it out off the near side boards. Bechtold chasing it down. He's getting grabbed from behind, but keeps going there as Mr. Bechtold always does. Puck out in front of the net there. Clark just holding a man up. Far side boards. Down around. Near side corner. Bison with it. Past a point. Sent from there and cover as it ricocheted off of Ingebretson. 43 seconds left in the period. Shots on goal. Knights 15. Bison 12. Drop the puck at the far side dot. Knights defensive zone. Hogan stepping in to take the faceoff. Puck drops. Behind the net. Long vertical pass from Hogan up to Anderson. Anderson strongly towards the net. Anderson shot and goal! Oh! James Anderson. Man, James Anderson made that look pretty. He just went right through. He had a skater all over him. As he came across, he pulled the puck across with, again, top shelf. And James Anderson delivers the secret sauce. Puts the Knights up 5-0. 31 seconds left in the period. Puck drops. So on senior night, James Anderson with his second goal. Shot on, ricocheted off of Ingebretson. Bison keep it in, far side boards. Jack Johnson grabbing it there. Stopped out of midair by one of the Bison there. And we have a quick whistle. Didn't see anything illegal or bad by either team. But they apparently were going to stop that real quickly. 2 seconds left in the period. Not really sure what the meaning was to stop that there, but here we go. Puck drops. 1 second, and there's the horn. So at the end of 2 periods of play, the Knights are now up 5-0 over their rivals, the Bison of Buffalo. And both teams make it to their respective locker rooms after they both come out and each team greeting their goalie. So after 2 periods of play, the Knights lead 5-0. Buffalo has really evened up the shots on goal, though, because shots on goal are 16 for the Knights and 13 for the Bison. Like to make sure that, again, we thank Bellbank Mortgage, Mikhail Konotek, for helping us to bring this live stream. Other sponsors include Hat Trick Hockey, Luther Brookdale Chevrolet, Marksman Metals. What's the Scoop? It's a good time for ice cream no matter the time of year. What's the Scoop? Accord Orthodontics, Albertville Family Dental, Dale's Automotive, Dunn Brothers Coffee, Edward Jones, Rally Gear, the Red Black League, State Farm, Derek Brandt Agent, the TLG Group, Willie McCoy's, Coburn's, Ace of Albertville, BJ's, J. Becker and Associates, Lazar Graphics, Jimmy John's, B&D Plumbing, Emma's Express, iWest, KJ Branding, the Outdoor Design Group, and Rockwoods of Otsego. That is the list of our live stream sponsors who make it possible for us to bring you Knights hockey. You're watching exclusive coverage of Knights hockey on the St. Michael Level Global Hockey Network on YouTube. For Lizzie Story and our executive producer Dylan Kiner here on Senior Night, I'm Jeff Story, voice of the Knights. Come back for period 3 in about 12 minutes. Hello and welcome back, Knights fans. To the third period of play here. Knights hockey. Aiden Hogan taking the faceoff for the Knights. Puck drops. Back to Clark. Forward to Hernandez. Picked off by the Bison. Into the Knights defensive zone. Centered across. Shot. Wide. Near side boards. Sent forward. Behind the net. Hernandez to Hogan. Hogan handing off to Anderson. Anderson sending it forward. It went off of a Bison. Far side corner. And we're going to have a trip there. Hernandez got tripped. And there's the whistle. Stoppage of play. 16:21 left. Period 3. The Knights will go on the power play here. Just one of those. Both teams playing hard, and sometimes it happens. One of those plays. Larry Matheson just walking by. Hope he and the family are all doing well. Puck drops and it goes down into the Knights defensive zone. Behind that near side corner. And here the Knights grab it, lost it actually. Bison shorthanded. Pass it across near side boards. Waller got a stick on it there, but the Bison still have it. 1:32 left in the power play for the Knights. Monahan with it, far side, over to Esterberg. Esterberg through neutral ice, into the Knights. Offensive zone, forward he comes. Far side corner, back up the boards to Clark at the blue line. Clark sends it, and it's stopped and covered. It looks like we have a change of goalies here. Indeed we do. It's John Emanuel, the junior goalie, who's in right now for the Bison. Took a look there and saw like a little different body structure. He looked just a little bit taller than that. I'm like, oh, yep, that's a new goalie. So Manuel with the stop there for the Bison. Anderson gets it off the faceoff, sends it forward, redirected by Hernandez. Goes wide to the corner. Johnson trying to fight through a hold there. Joined by Hernandez and Antoine. Makes it to the near side corner, sent up the boards. Bison grab it through neutral ice. They come into the Knights defensive zone. Short-handed right towards the net. Shot and save by Ingebretson. Boy, what speed there by Russell Yiltalo. Man, he's fast. But Ingebretson stops at 48 seconds left on the power play for the Knights. Quick shot there. It ricochets off and makes it down to the far side corner. Up the boards it comes. Captain Johnson sends it back to Hogan. Hogan retreating and up to Johnson into neutral ice. And cross to Hogan. Hogan dumps it into the offensive zone. Near side corner. Antoine up the near side boards and cleared out by the Bison. Into the Knights defensive zone. Pass across. Shot. Hit a little bit of Ingebretson and goes high. 10 seconds left on the power play there for the Knights.
3, 2, 1.
And back at full strength are the Bison. I'll say this, that young man, that Yiltalo for the Bison, that guy is quick. Here come the Bison, clearing it out through neutral ice. Into the Knights defensive zone. Centered across there. That was Gavin Dell. Intercepted by Clark. Clark through neutral ice into the Knights. Offensive zone, sends it around the horn. Grabbed there by the Bison. Knocked away by Hunter Hansen. Centers it over, Bison grab it. Here they come, they got a 3-on-2. Pass across. Shot, it's wide off the ricochet. They tried to take another one, and stepping in and just sending it down the ice was Tyler Bechtold. 13:30 left period 3. Knights up 5-0. So we'll have Rodenwald against Monahan on the faceoff here. Puck drops. Before it does, we have a whistle. And Monahan gets excused. Waller steps in to take it against Rodenwald. Bison grab it, centered it up from the blue line. They sent it. That one went off of Captain Jack Johnson. Puck makes its way down to the corner, now behind the net. Sent up the far side boards, kept in by the Bison. Turn, spin, shot, and save by Lucas Engebretson. .13:07 left, period 3. Shots on goal have really evened up now. Now the Knights at 17 for the Knights, 16 for the Bison. Clark, the vertical pass. Got past Hernandez right to the Bison. Makes its way back and forth. It went there. Bison grab it into the Knights defensive zone. Pass across near side ice. Bison with it centered over. Makes it to the far side corner, up the boards. Back out to point. Near side boards. Centered in. Shot from there. Wide. Hidden Cap was taking it in there, and it was knocked away by Hernandez. Kept in there by Berard. Shot on, knocked away by Engebretson, and Hogan trying to like get away and had his leg wrapped like a wrestling move, it looked like there. And we'll drop the puck. And Hogan actually going into the penalty box. Let's see what the call is here. Didn't actually catch that. I was following the puck up and see if I could see it on the replay here. Sent up the near side boards. Hogan came. Oh yeah, he definitely blew him up from behind. That's definitely a penalty there. So the Knights beyond the penalty here at the 12:22 mark. A period 3. Little youngster walking past with a couple of broken sticks. Talking about it for a long time over there with the scoring table, and that's a 5-minute penalty on Hogan. And honestly, from watching the replay, I'm not shocked. All right, so that'll be a major then. 5 minutes for boarding there. So 5-minute penalty for boarding. Bison have it. And the puck makes it out to neutral ice. Hunter Hansen with it. Hunter Hansen shorthanded going down the board. And he gets nailed. Bison have it behind their own net. Vertically up they come, and one of their skaters is hurting a little bit there, and he's making it to the bench. We get another skater on the ice. Centered in, broke up by Antoine, and he sends it out to neutral ice. Back into the Knights' defensive zone. Near side, turn, spins, and sent down the ice by the Knights. 4:03 left on that penalty at the 11:21 mark. Period 3. Down the ice come the Bison. Far side boards. Behind the net. Near side. Up towards the blue line. March again. Shot. Redirect there. Beckman redirected that there. Went wide. And Lotto was making his way in there and knocked it away. Waller with the shot there. Knocked away by Manuel. Bison have it behind their own net. 3:25 and counting on the penalty for the Knights. Bison coming into the Knights' defensive zone. Stopped by Anderson and sent down the ice by Fauché. Manuel stops it there. Hands it off. Looks like Berard sent it forward. Dahlbach bringing it in near side. Centered across. Shot from there by Dahl. Makes it back. Puck back to Dahl. Sends it again. That one went off of Faucher's body. Back up to Dahlbeck. Down the near side boards. Up to point. Berard sends it in and makes it past the net, far side, and Faucher sending it down the ice. Anderson keeping the chase on there. I'm pretty sure he's probably hungry. He wants to see if he can get that hat trick. He's had a few games of double goals. Sure, he'd love nothing more on senior night than get the hat trick. So Captain Johnson standing firm there. Turn, spins, shot. That one by Dahlbeck. Knocked away. Ingebrigtsen absorbed that, handed it off, and it was cleared out. Bison with it through neutral ice. Into the Knights' defensive zone. Shot from there. Dahl taking that shot, and it goes all the way around the horn and out into neutral ice. Meyer bringing it in. Sends it across to Saudi and intercepted by the Knights, and Captain Jack Johnson towards the net. Shot. Hit the side of the net there. 1:23 left on the penalty for the Knights. Bison with it into the Knights' defensive zone. Shot goes off of McClellan. Another shot. Makes it to the near side boards. From point to the far side. Centered in. Tried to get the shot off there. It bounced off of Jack Johnson. That shot by Yiltalo. 55 seconds left on the penalty for the Knights. 8:14 in the period as the clock winds. Makes it to Clark, who sends it down the ice. Bison have it behind their own net. And it's handed off. Hurtado had it. Sent around. It made it to the far side boards. Knights tried to clear it out. It went up into the bench. 7:50 left in the period. 29 seconds left on the penalty for the Knights. Once again, we want to recognize our seniors, James Anderson, Aiden Hogan, Alex Hernandez, and Captain Jack Johnson. I should say Captain Alex Hernandez, too. Also want to recognize our student managers, Delaney Barthel, CC Lewis, Olivia Sutliff, Anna Vokanot, and our executive producer, Dylan Kiner. Shot on, knocked away by Ingebrigtsen. Another shot, went through a whole mess of people through that wash. Vokanot comes out with it. Sends it forward for Esterberg. Esterberg took the shot, it went wide. 9 seconds, 8 seconds left on that penalty for the Knights.
3, 2, 1.
And the Knights back at full strength as the Bison enter the defensive zone of the Knights. Shot on, knocked away by Ingebrigtsen. Makes it to the near side corner. Monahan sends it up the boards, kept in there by the Bison. Quick shot and save. Braylon Dahl with the quick shot there. Quick wrister. And
they are leading us in shots.
Plucked out of the air by Lucas Ingebrigtsen, and now shots on goal have flipped. The Bison actually have 21 shots on goal to the Knights 19. Hernandez taking the faceoff for the Knights, and Johnson for the Bison. Far side, sent down behind the net. Faucher from the near side corner up the boards, kept in there. Shot on by Meyer. Far side corner, Captain Johnson grabbing it there for the Knights. Sends it up the far side boards. Captain Hernandez sends it, and it was intercepted there by Meyer. Turn, spin, and what a quick wrister there. And boy, he had a lot of power behind that. And saved by Ingebrigtsen. 6:44 left, period 3. Puck drops. Near side blue line, sent forward, and Anderson absorbed it. Right in front of the net is the puck. And Cheeley comes out with it, and he's able to, nope, not clear it out. Bison able to knock it back in just inside the blue line, knock it forward, I should say. Near side corner is that puck intercepted there. Fauché delivers a hit. Hernandez came out with it. Shot on there by the Bison, absorbed by Hernandez. Sent forward. Chile fighting to try to get it out. Far side blue line kicked forward by the Bison. Puck makes it down behind the net. Near side boards. And we have a whistle. And we
They were like crawling on top of each other.
We had a whole lot of extracurricular activity with about two skaters from each team. And it looks like the Knights will be the ones who get called to go into the box here. It'll be Captain Jack Johnson, 6:04 left in the period, 2 minutes on the clock for that penalty. Puck drops. And cross-checking, Knights into the offensive zone. Hunter Hansen with it, pass across, shot and knocked away. Antoine with that shot there saved by Manuel, who knocked it away. And Antoine had a 1-on-3 there, trying to hold it up against the boards. Bison come out with it into neutral ice. Pass across into the Knights defensive zone. Pass across to the far side, down to the corner. Antoine grabbing it there and just dumping it down the ice. 1:28 and counting on that penalty. 5:28 in the period and game. Bison grab it. Up the ice comes Yalato. Stopped by Anderson, but taken back by Meyer into the Knights defensive zone. Meyer with it, centers it across. And sent in there by Hinnenkamp. Meyer with it, far side boards, knocked away by Esterberg, short-handed. Forward he goes, turns, spins, retreats, gets it to Tower, who sends it down the ice. Manuel backhands it up the near side boards. He had Anderson coming there, waited for Anderson to commit, and it gets back Esterberg, able to steal it away. Short-handed, gets it to Anderson. Anderson dumping it around behind the net. Esterberg there, up the near side boards. He sends it backwards to Fauché, retreats into his own defensive zone. 30 seconds left on the penalty. Pass to McClellan, who dumps it forward to the near side corner. Meyer quickly sends it forward for the Bison. Yolato. Sent it around the net.
3, 2, 1.
And the Knights successfully killed that penalty. They're back at full strength, but not before the Bison able to get it come forward. And Berard takes the shot, but here comes Esterberg behind the defense. Esterberg gets in there, and what two beautiful saves there by John Manuel of the Bison. Wow. Those were impressive. Point blank there by the junior from Buffalo. Into the Knights defensive zone. Come the Bison. Near side corner taken away by Waller. Down the ice it's sent. It hit Esterberg. Manuel steps behind, sends it right past Esterberg. Oh, and a pass in by Monahan, and Esterberg somehow redirected that, and it bounced all over on Manuel before it went in to put the Knights up 6-0. What a play there. And I might be corrected there because I see Waller was following him through the line there, then followed by. So it might have been a dual assist with the put away by Esterberg. We'll wait for the official call to let us know. Puck drops, and now the clock will run since the Knights are up by 6 in the third period. So here's the call. And it was indeed from Monahan there on the assist, so I want to make sure I give proper credit to Easton. All right, so Brady Ward gets it forward to Chile. Knocked away by Buffalo. Captain Jack Johnson grabbing it, backhands it out to neutral ice. Grabbed there by the Bison. Forward they come, dumped into the Knights. defensive zone, back behind the net. Johnson sends it up the far side boards. Cheely, cross ice to Ward. Brady Ward through neutral ice. Got out a little in front of him, the Bison grab it, and there is a Henry Braun sighting, and he sends it into the offensive zone. Cheely had it stripped away, sent forward and jumped by Anderson, but the Bison grab it. They send it forward, and Anderson strips it away. Captain Johnson gets it over to Hogan, sends it across the ice to Cheely. Cheely with a pass forward to Johnson, gets it over to Hogan, back to Johnson. It got past him, down to the corner to Anderson. Anderson just like going right through shots and everything there. He's sniffing at that hat trick there, and the clock will continue to run here as it's stopped with a 6-goal lead. Minnesota high school rules. In period 3. So 1:27 and counting here. Appears the referees are taking their own sweet time, kind of moving around there. All right, so boy, they've wasted a whole lot of time here. Trying to do something on the ice there. I'm not sure what there. Now he makes his way in. Puck drops. Under a minute to play. Shot on. Knights are actually on a power play here. There's a penalty that was called right there. Kept in by Captain Johnson. Sent forward to Hernandez. Taken away and kept in by Henry Braun. Braun sends it forward to the near side corner. Hernandez there, and somebody lost a stick. So 27 seconds and counting. Hernandez got hit and his stick went flying up into the air. Even got nailed. Oh. And into the penalty box Hernandez goes. Oh, and he's just, nope, not to the penalty box. He's just getting escorted off the ice. Nope. The referee was kind of taking him away there, like he was going to take him off, but the time just was down so low, it just ran out. And the Knights get their 11th victory of the season. Definitely the most successful season the Knights have had in a few years, as they built up here against their rivals, the Bison of Buffalo. Always tough to play against your rival. These kids have played against each other, these young men, I should say, have all played against each other since they could stand and skate, being your neighbors here. You know, you go back to mites, they were all playing each other. So, all right, so tonight's game ends with the Knights victorious 6-0. Shots on goal are 25 for the Knights, 23 for the Bison. James Anderson ended up with 2 goals in the game tonight. And Tanner Esterberg also 2 goals. Anderson, it looked like they were trying to feed him just to see if they could get him another goal there, but unfortunately he did not. See all the players out there talking to each other now. So all is done and there's peace back in the world and they can all get along again. So join us on Thursday. Actually, don't join us because we won't be able to broadcast because we'll be in Eden Prairie. I believe they have hockey TV there, but we'll check that out. Check the Facebook page on Thursday morning for the live streaming information. Make sure to log on and see the Coach Fish Show. That will air tomorrow evening after we get done taping that. And congratulating Coach Fish on his 11th victory of the season and a very successful season. Definitely the most successful season by far in the last few years for the Knights, as we're building something back into the future. Appreciate all of you. For Lizzie Story on camera and Dylan Kiner, our executive producer, I'm Jeff Story, voice of the Knights. Congratulations to all of our seniors. You've been watching exclusive coverage of Knights hockey on the St. Michael Albertville Global Hockey Network, originated from the The Global Hockey Network originated from the Detlefsen family. That'd be Chase Detlefsen and his family up in Canada. That's the existence and the origin of the Global Hockey Network. But again, you watch exclusive coverage on the Global Hockey Network on YouTube.